Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Vibe Nation. Today we're here to watch another CJ the Champ video, and man, I am excited. Why? Because we're here to watch Roberta the Terminator. Bruh. What did I say about Roberta, bruh? She needs to be at that round table. If she's not at the round table at the end of this video, I've lost all hope, bro. That's it. It's not gonna happen. But I have a good chance that it is. But let's get into this video, bro. I am looking forward to this. If you want to watch the original video, links in the description down below. Go to CJ the Champ. We already know, and let's go in 3, 2, 1, and play. Let's see.
So homeboy pull up again, and he's like, "Huh, I know exactly who you are now. You're the bloodhound of Florencia, and it's my lucky day because the cartel got a $4 million bounty on your head right now." But she just looks at him and says, "Sorry, but I must leave you, gentlemen. Please take these as a parting gift."
Bro. I'm telling you, bro, no, you can't mess with Roberta, bro. She's just on a totally different level.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the streets of Rowanipur, the home of gang violence, pirates, mercenaries, and probably every goddamn mafia you could probably think of. This is none other than the Black Air Force crockpot. So as expected,
Basically,
there is a new challenger approaching to the round table of Black Air Force activity, and it's none other than a maid.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah,
a
this
maid.
absolute f***ing demon, this literal menace to society.
Okay, let's roll that back a little bit. I know for a fact that bruh, if y'all have ever seen Roberta's blood trail, she had that blade, Miss. You know what? I'm also not gonna say her name because I don't want to go ahead and make YouTube mad. I won't follow CJ's example, but yeah. Who else do we know that had a blade in their mouth and did this right here? We know. And if you don't know, I'll give you a little bit of a healthy reminder.
The bloodhound of Florencia, Roberta. The definition of do not judge a book by its cover. Because this is not a maid, this is a Terminator. I would not be surprised if somebody said this is a T-something model. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. And it is finally time to observe the maid from hell. So without further ado, Exhibit A.
Bruh.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like this whole thing gonna be an Exhibit A.
I now present to you Exhibit A, the prelude to madness. So the Lagoon Company ended up taking this job from the Colombian Mafia. And with this job, they have to transfer this boy named Garcia. Now, you see, Garcia isn't an ordinary kid, because Lil Jit right here is the son to one of the 13 great families of South America. So Reggie keeps on harassing the little nigga. So then he says, "Oh, you must think this real funny, huh? Just wait till my maid come." So she started laughing her ass off. She like, "The f that bitch gonna do? Wash the dishes and stuff?" But then he says, "Well, you see, she's not that good at cleaning or cooking. And when we used to arm wrestle all the time, I always used to beat her. But one time, when we was arm wrestling, the mafia pulled up, and her arm wouldn't even move." Oh my God, that bicep!
Woo! Woo!
So Roberta ends up pulling up to Rowanipur to find Garcia. So when she gets there, she goes around and...
Let me tell you, bro, this has got to be the most unsuspecting nonsense you've ever seen in your dang life. You like, come on now. That's like looking at like Roberta as she is, like just in her maid uniform, just standing there. That's like on an equivalent of watching a Honda Civic just sit there, being absolutely just being a Honda Civic. Until the gloves come off, and then all of a sudden you realize that that's a twin turbo K swap nitrous injected Civic just sitting there looking regular. And then you're like, that is the definition of a sleeper. You don't mess with the sleepers because you will be embarrassed. That $80,000 that you spent on that Mustang and put a supercharger on it meant nothing. You played yourself and you wasted your wallet.
Starts asking people, hello, do you know where you could point me to my fellow countrymen? I would like to have a word with them. And these is like, you want to know where the Colombian mafia is at? You got to be out of your damn mind. But she's like, I just want to have a word, that's all. So while this is happening, we cut to Balalaika. So homie right here like, Comrade Balalaika, you should take a look at this shit. So it gives her this picture and she's like, hold on, wait a damn minute. Comrade, this ain't no damn maid. Look at them eyes. Oh, she got that dog in her. So now we cut to the bar. So Roberta is sitting here waiting for the mafia. So when they pull up, they like, hey, bitch, heard you was snooping around. The you want a bullet, nigga? So she ends up breaking her glass. And then she gets up and she's like, yes, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roberta of the Lovelace family. Now please, tell me where my master is. I would not like this to get violent. When they start laughing their ass off, they like,
You know, dang right, she want this to get violent.
what you gonna do, throw a dish? So then she starts
Oh,
lifting up her umbrella.
boy.
And then she says, well, looks like I'm just gonna have to air this bitch out then. You what?
You what? Let's be honest, man. How many times has this bar owner has had to go ahead and fix his bar? The insurance must be crazy. That's if I'm damn sure that Rowanper has some kind of insurance energy, and they must be making a killing off of these people, man. Oh, revive.
So they like, hey, nigga, shoot that bitch. So they start blasting and she enters the Matrix. So after they stop firing, she's like, y'all got stormtrooper aim. Allow me to show you my new aimbot I just installed. So she started going crazy. Boom! Everybody getting pellets in their ass. Pause! So as she continues to air the entire bar out, the goon company taking cover under this table and Dutch like, damn, why do we always get stuck with these stupid ass jobs?
Well, I don't know, man. You tell me. It's y'all job. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize my stuff wasn't plugged in. But yeah, like you tell me, y'all live in this peace. Like, explain to me why there wouldn't be any sort of violence. Like, there's violence at every turn. You know, we just don't know who's gonna walk through them doors, and it just so happens to be a maid wielding a pew pew umbrella. You know, and to be honest with you, I'm surprised. Why doesn't it would have made more sense to me if this umbrella, like the thing around the barrel, would have been more of like a bulletproof thing. I'd say that would be way better than to just have this thing with. Well, continue.
But then Revy starts crawling over, and then the bartender sees her. And look at him, he's like, I swear to God, if you was the one who brought all these niggas up in my damn bar, bitch, I hope you have insurance. So then everything just goes quiet. So homeboy back there like, hey, the Lagoon Company, hey, the is my package at? And Dutch is like, nah, OG, the deal's off. I ain't messing with that maid over there. So Roberta sees Garcia. She's like, Master Garcia, come now, my boy. It is time to go home. Who are these people? Do they need to be eliminated? And Revy grabs him. She's like, stop, bitch. So Roberta's like, you dare threaten the young master? So homeboy right here try to sneak her, but then she hits him with the reverse no-scope. Oh, my God. Oh, that's nasty. She is like that. So then she's like, very well then. So you have chosen death.
So you've chosen death, man. Man, she's just so cold. But you gotta like it. It's like there's something about a character when they're so cold with their movements, just methodical, just so, and you just know that you just know that person got power. They packing heat. They are strong. That I like to see in a character. especially a character that just show up on the spot.
Put your ass 6 feet under, bitch! So she starts lighting it up with the briefcase. And then she hit it with the noob tube. Oh my god, GG, she is out cold. She just really packed up Revy in the amount of 10 seconds. So then they trying to dip, and even Garcia, he's like, please, God, take me with you. So Roberta just drops a briefcase. She's like, absurd. Master Garcia is scared of me. So homeboy pull up again, and he's like, I know exactly who you are now. You're the Bloodhound of Florencia. And it's my lucky day because the cartel got a $4 million bounty on your head right now. But she just looks at him and says, sorry, but I must leave you, gentlemen. Please take these as a parting gift.
Oh boy. Oh, I love the guts theme in the background. That's perfect. Surprisingly, a perfect choice for this scene. Um, when Revy woke up from being knocked out, bruh, she was not happy. I mean, I wouldn't be either if somebody knocked me out.
Didn't even stand a chance, man. So Lagoon Company dipping, they gone. Great heavens, look at this absolute demon. She is unscathed and she is hitting the Sephiroth pose right now. And she breaks this window with no effort. This is the Terminator. So about 5 minutes later, while they driving, she done already caught up. And she whipping that hoe, goddamn. So Dutch pulls out the gun and starts trying to shoot her. But she drives up, grabs this by the arm, and starts pulling him out of the car. And look at him, he hitting on everything, but she just eating that. She's not even flinching.
Now, part of me is kind of like, bro, do you have any loss of feeling? Like you had some kind of nerve damage where you can't feel anything? Why are you taking these punches and not, like it's not affecting you in any way? Like, bro, I mean, why didn't Dutch? I understand, like, you're in a bit of a predicament. And you're probably having you're probably trying to think on the fly, but why didn't you grab it out of one hand and use the other? I'm just saying. That's all I can say. Because that would have been the first thing I thought of, right? She's holding one hand. Let me go ahead and use the other. Just a simple thought.
But her car finally breaks down, so they finally get a chance to escape. But this did not last long at all. Because about a minute later, she is whipping that hoe on the roof. So she jumps down and crashes into him and uses her aimbot to take out their wheel. So she crashed into this building, but she breaks out of the car. You surviving car crashes like that? You in the wrong series, you need to take your ass to Fast and Furious.
Yes. That is exactly what I was thinking, bruh.
With your little Vin Diesel ass. And look at this run. Oh my God. She tracking that hoe down with that CW flash ass run. So she whips these things out and jumps onto the car. So Dutch like, move nigga, I'm about to shoot this bitch. So he starts blasting, but she whips on top of the car, pulls out the dualies, and starts going crazy on the roof. So they end up going over to this shipping yard, and she gets cracked by this cone. So they end up crashing, and it looks like she's finally out. So they look over again, and she is gone. And she is back ready for more smoke.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I forgot what happened in this scene. I know that in the end, Revy and Roberta fought, and I remember the majority of Roberta's blood trail. But watching this again, I'm like, yo, this person's inhuman. This is not human. This is superhuman. Like, bro, what kind of training you had to go through, man? I'd like to know. Put a death battle between her and Black Widow and see who wins.
So Revy finally wakes up and she's like, damn, that bitch really pulled the noob tube on my ass. I should return the favor. So they start standing off for their final fight. So Revy says, make a move, bitch. Then Roberta says, shut the up, you nasty bitch. I can smell your dirty ass all the way from here, you stank booty hoe. So they start blasting, and this goes on for like God knows how long. It was dark when they started, and it's almost morning. Like, how much ammo do y'all have? So later on, she ended up...
I don't know. With Roberta, she hit all them grenades. Who knows? Revy, Who knows?
putting a bullet in Revy's shoulder. And look at it. She like, I swear to God, I'm going to put a bullet in your little googly-eyed ass. So they come out shooting and start running at each other. So they end up hitting each other. So they both down and they about to shoot, but Balalaika ends up stopping them. She's like, all right, ladies, let's cut out the bullshit. And she done brought the whole Russian mafia with her. So she walks up and says, you know, I gotta thank you, Miss Maid. I was going to deal with the cartel today, but guess you done already did that. So she shoots the guns out of both of their hands and grabs one. Then she says, all right, Miss Bloodhound, you could go home now. So Garcia's like, Bloodhound? What do you mean by that? And she says, oh, you didn't know? So she tries to stop her. She's like, shut the up for I bust a cap in your ass, nigga. So let me tell y'all, this so-called maid is the Bloodhound of Florencia. She is a literal Cuban super soldier, and she is wanted in every single country in the world. So Garcia's like, hold on, is this true? And she's like, yeah, it's all true. I've killed hundreds, probably thousands, blew shit up, and so many unthinkable things. I'm an international menace to society. So she's like, my bad, young master. I did not mean to deceive you, but it was for your own.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd still want her as my maid. Is that wrong? Like, I don't know. Like now, like take the anime side apart of if I had somebody like this who actually cared for me, that was a international, like a international threat to society, bro. And this was my maid. I don't even need to have a security detail at that point. Well, I guess I would, meaning the fact that, well, let's look at this situation right here. He still got kidnapped. But still, look at how far she went to go find him. I need somebody like that on my team. Just saying.
Safety. But Revy's like, nah, that sob story shit. What am I gonna do with this bullet in my arm? So they like, oh, you right. So y'all can settle it with some bare knuckle boxing. So they about to scrap. So before they start, Roberta says, hey, your shoes untied. Damn! Send her ass to the stratosphere. So they start going crazy. They boxing. And they over here taking bets like, I got a full house on Revy. I'm going all in on Roberta, nigga. So they ended up boxing for like an hour, then they just knocked each other out.
Ty.
So after this, they leave, and she vows to never off anybody ever again. Well, didn't go so well.
That did not last long at all, bruh. I'm not gonna kill no more. Stop the cap. Like, yo, no way. That didn't last long. I had a whole OVA for it.
Because what we just saw was mild compared to what
mild.
So that was Exhibit A, and it is finally time to move on to
Exhibit B.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Vengeance and Rip and Tear. So about a year later, word on the street is that Roberta is back, because somebody saw somebody in a maid outfit. So while Rock and Revy are at the bar, this maid comes up, but it's not Roberta, it's this girl named Fabiola. So she walks up to him and says, Master Garcia needs your help. But then homie behind her picks her up and he's like, all right, listen, little lady, where is the actual real maid at?
You know, now, okay, so I really want, because I remember seeing gifs about this or more and more, right? And I couldn't remember why this chick did what she did. But now looking at it again, I'm like, so you come to go get a couple people and some random dude decides to just like, yo, just picks me up like as if that I'm some kind of suitcase? Huh? Just the nerve. You know, well, he put his hands on me first. Might as well. And then the famous, let that be known. More than likely, he will perish, because that is a hard place that is full of nerve endings for any doctor to repair. Not in the, bro, the taint. Oh, the taint.
God, sweet heavens. So she takes everybody over to Garcia. So then he says, all right, listen up, everybody. I need your help. You see, my maid has gone off the walls again. So what had happened was Garcia's dad, Mr. Lovelace, ended up getting assassinated by some Americans. So obviously, this didn't sit well with Roberta, because that was basically her father figure. Because Mr. Lovelace ended up taking in Roberta after she was on the run. That's why she poses as a maid. So this ended up waking up her inner demon again. And now she is slowly losing her sanity. So they showed them these pictures, and there were 6 people that helped conspire with this assassination. So we cut over to one of the dudes, and Roberta is back behind him, stalking him. So he runs away and tries to call one of the people on the phone, but Roberta answers the phone. She's like, my, I've been looking for you, buddy. And don't try to call your other friends, because I've already paid them a visit too. And about a day later, homie's body was found dead and disfigured in a canal. Her next target was homeboy right here. So she got him chained up on this thing, and he like, do you know who I am? And she like, yes, I know exactly who you are, Mr. American. Now you best start talking before your ass start cooking. And yo, she is guzzling down she chomping them hoes like Tic Tacs. And she like, come on now, chop chop, speak up, nigga. And later that day, homie was found dead. And the only suspect was a woman in a maid outfit. So later on, we cut back to the bar, and Roberta pulls up in the bar. Then she said,
Why? Every single time. I'm telling you, bro. That bar has probably seen more remodelings and redecorations and revampings than any other bar in the world. And for good reason. Like, at this point, bro, do you even want this stress? I know for a fact that your insurance, you have been jumping from insurance to insurance to insurance at this point. Either that or they are ripping you off because your premium is high as hell.
says there's a war coming. Please point me to every single
Look at it now.
shop in this city. Please and thank you. So the bartender like, oh, hell nah. But then she breaks the glass and she's like, do you think I'm joking? Now hurry up before
Do
I
you
make
want
you
to
a
argue?
So the
Do you
Americans
want
are
to
telling
argue?
Everybody in the hood going crazy because all hell is about to break loose. Random gangsters and bounty hunters, Revy and her crew, the CIA and the cartel, all because of one person, Roberta. So now later that evening, the gangsters try to pull up on the Americans, but they end up lighting them up. They say, we rep the US of A in this motherfucker. So they end up escaping to the roof, and there is a sniper on the other side. And it is none other than Roberta with the Barrett 50 cal. She started unloading on them. And she got the noob 2-4 sidearm. So then the other dudes come in and try to third party her, but she starts no-scoping them with one hand. She is using a 50 cal with one hand. Oh my Jesus, face up the face Roberta in this. And then she ends up pole vaulting all the way to another building. And look at the dudes right here. They like, bruh, what did we sign up for? So now,
because y'all is all way above your pay grade to catch this one person, bruh.
Nightfall and the Americans are on the run, and the Bloodhound is on their ass. So she gets on the ground and starts smelling the ground, and she's like, I smell bitch. So she gets up in this room and she's like, I should prepare. I should use this hanger as a weapon. So Garcia ends up running in behind her, and then he just sees the absolute carnage that she has just left behind. So these dudes see this guy and they like, hey bro, what's happening, bro? And well, guess who's behind them? Hello. So she ends up beating the life out of these dudes
Oh,
with
no.
bare hands. So then this weirdo comes up and he's like, looks like the Bloodhound is more ferocious than ever. So they start boxing. He low-key kind of boxing her up right now. So then he slams her on this table. And then, some weird ass shit happens right here. I ain't
gonna lie, bro. I remember this scene. And I was like, are you serious? After all of that, Roberta just gonna let this guy win? After all the crazy things I saw, you can't tell me this dude right here was gonna allow, this dude right here was gonna be end all be all. Like, what was that? And then one of the most 180 things I've seen happened at my tender age of 15.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know, I'm blacking the screen out because all you just gotta know is some Hercules.
That did not happen. The CJ, stop. It did not happen. What it looked like it was about to happen, but trust me, it didn't happen. What happened was something completely like it had caught me off guard the first time I saw it.
If you get my drift. Yo, this man Garcia is out here watching this. Oh my God, this is terrible. So why they getting freaky? He said, all right, you know what to do next. And she's like, yeah, I got you. With some bullets. Yo, she really had a gun in the belt buckle. Then she said, you thought we was gonna get nasty with your dirty ass. So then she starts beating the life out of this man. She throwing him around like a rag doll and everything. So then Garcia yells, yo, please stop. And yo, her hand went through his entire...
Bro, I will never forget this section when they showed what was left of him. I will never forget it. Never forget it. It made me realize that her punches were nothing. I'm surprised that Revy survived. That just to me, when he said that was tame, that was mild, that lets you know Revy was only boxing with a tame Roberta. It wasn't that bad because her master wasn't dead. This for this to happen, this right here, because her father figures that, oh, it's a different ball game, bro. Ain't no way you gonna box up with this. This right here was something else.
Skull. So then she's like, oh my God, I did not just do that in front of the young master. But then she's like, wait a minute. The young master shouldn't be here. You are an illusion. You are a lie. So she is about to shoot this little nigga. But then the Americans come in and save him. So then this even sets her off even more. She's like, oh my God, now they took the young master? They will all bleed and die. So then later on, Revy and her crew pull up. So then old girl tries to run up and attack her, but she bites her sword in half. Then old girl comes in with the chainsaw and she breaks the chainsaw. So then homie come up right here, but...
He was the easiest out of all of them, bro. Out of all everything, I'm not even impressed by the chainsaw bit. I was impressed by the sword. That I was impressed by.
So then Fabiola comes and tries to stop her, but then she says, Fabiola, have you watered the garden and taken the dog out for a walk yet? And she's like, oh my God. She has completely lost her mind. So now Roberta's chasing them down on a motorcycle and Balalaika's up on top of the roof with the Russians. Then she starts talking to the Americans like, looks like you Americans could not get the job done, so allow us to finish it. So they end up shooting multiple RPGs at her, and that finally ended up slowing her down. So the Americans hitch a ride with Lagoon Company to retreat. But also, guess who's still hot on their tail? So Roberta got this plane ticket. So she sits down by the lady and the lady says, damn, you smell like ass. Looks like you found that ticket I left you. And this is none other than our favorite nun, Etta. The one that'll light the block up in the name of Jesus. But she's actually a double agent for the CIA. So she tries to swing on her. She's like, hold on, shawty, chill. I'm just trying to help you out, that's all. So she's like, fine. But after my hunt is complete, I will reward you with a painless death. So now it's the next day and they're in this jungle. So they head off. So when they get out to the land and they start scouting it, they start to see rocks spread out around the land. And Garcia and Fabiola like, oh, she already here. She about to make this a Dead by Daylight lobby. And boy, oh boy, was he right, because she was about to make this a horror movie. Because with this scenery, she done turned into the Predator.
Oh, see, these EDP jokes, man.
So she grabs this hostage and takes off. Then she stops, cuts off his ear, and then goes into the jungle. So these dudes hunting her down and she is hanging in the tree. So she pops this nigga, then lands on this dude's gun, then kicks his head off and then retreats. So then she finds these other three dudes. So then she pops homie with the musket, and then they finally realize, oh my God, those rods are literally her bullets. She placed them there for them to see what they were gonna get killed by. Then she runs up on this dude and pops him right in his face. But then she ends up getting hit by a claymore, and then she ends up getting sniped. But she ate that, and she is still moving. Oh my
It hit her. It hit her. If I remember correctly, I think it hit her hand.
God, what the is she made of? She just ate a claymore and a bullet and is still moving. But she ended up losing some fingers. So she's like, I don't need these shits. So then she just flings them off and just acts like nothing happened. So now she's moving in the bushes, so she sneaks homie in the back. But then homie starts rapid firing, so she runs at him at full speed, eating bullets, and she stabs this with the bayonet. So then she picks up his walkie-talkie and she's like, you all are dropping like flies. Make this at least a little entertaining for me. So then bro with the ponytail started running at her, but she chucks the whole gun at him. And she's like, hear my war cry. But then she ends up seeing Garcia and he's like, yo, please just stop. But she's still losing her mind. She's like, you are not the young master, you are the enemy. But then he basically has to take a whole bullet to believe that it's him. So she finally just stopped it. Dear God, thank the Lord. Like, bro, just look at her. She is beat the up. So after all of her carnage, she now getting pushed around in a wheelchair. She done lost a leg, an arm, half a hand, an eye, half a hair. And look at her. She's still like, I'll still kill them on God.
It's like I still kill niggas. Oh God. Yo, no. Listen, I guess it's I guess respect plus, cool. But still, you lost a leg, you lost an arm, eye. Well, I don't know if you lost an eye. To be honest, you could probably just. It didn't look like it. Hey, who knows? But still, bro, come on, man. I think this is like being the fact that she lived through all this is just it's like people. This will be in Rwanda. She will go down as a legend as the maid. Once you say the maid, everybody starts thinking about Roberta. PTSD, flashbacks, and just the works, and they will know who you are talking about. And the fact that she lived out and all she lost, and she ended up just losing an arm, a leg. I'm pretty sure the arm that she lost was the same one that she lost. Was it? No. No. It was the other one. Yeah, it was her right one that she lost her fingers on. So what happened with her arm that she lost? I didn't think that she. Yeah, she was still holding the gun when she was still holding the weapon when she was facing off against Garcia. I don't know why they had. Maybe she suffered so much damage that she exacerbated the damage that she had to her arm. Maybe that's why they had to amputate. But yo, that and they had to do it to the shoulder, bro. Like yo, at this point, when you're at this point, it's kind of like, well, guess that's it for me. I ain't no Roberta the Bloodhound no more.
So yeah, with all that evidence sit down, there's no discussion, there's no argument. This damn Terminator, Predator, Doom guy ass nigga. She
Yeah.
took on the USA, Russia, the cartel, Colombian special forces. God knows what she did in her backstory, and she technically beat the protagonist. Nah, sit down, that's a wrap. So yeah, that's it. I think this
Wait, where did they put her? Where did they put her? Y'all ain't gonna deny me that.
protagonist. Nah, sit down. That's
Where did they? Yep, right there in the front, bruh. I don't know about you, but in that whole close proximity, Roberta there and Revy over there, man, you can imagine they will be beefing a lot at this table.
a wrap. So yeah, that's it. I think this might be the longest trial to date. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Follow your boy Najee on Twitter. Make sure y'all sub to the second channel. I'm finally cooking over there again. And I am out of here.
I'm satisfied. I'm happy. Yeah, I am quite happy. And yeah, now I have to think. What else? What else will I ask for to be at the round table? We'll have to see. Anyway, let's yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Vibe Nation, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.